Hi everyone, my name is Barbara. Welcome to my channel, Right in the Woods, where I share my love of journaling and stationery. Today I have another notebook that you might want to try to make. I'm telling you that making notebooks is like the best hobby. If you're a stationery lover, it's like one of the best hobbies. And there are all kinds of notebooks that you can make. And so today I'm going to share this one. This is a holiday or festive journal, and it's just keeping track of holidays and what might happen at the holidays or traditions and things like that. But you'll get a better idea when I flip through this. And again, if this is something that you think you might want to do, my process is I hear about it, I go online, I watch several videos, I take notes, and then I pull out things that I like from those. So they can be less complicated and more complicated than this. I always feel like I'm somewhere in the middle, maybe a little bit complicated, but it's the stuff that I really would want to keep track of. The nice thing about notebooks is it is a tracker, it's a documentation, it's a reminder. It's, much easier than trying to find something on your phone or on your computer if it crashes. So, I love, obviously I love notebooks and journals. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what this festive holiday notebook is. Again, I'm bringing out my trusty journal of journals. So, again, when I go and watch several journals on festive journals, and I type in both of these, festive journal and holiday journal or notebooks, and to see what comes up. Again, I watched several videos, I took notes, and then I came and I put them all in my journal of journals, which is just a journal that holds information on all different kinds of notebooks that you could make. All right. Now, I am a big process journaler, but I really enjoy, as a hobby, keeping these kind of documenting notebooks. All right, book journals, garden journals, and so forth. So just another one in your wheelhouse if you are really liking this hobby and looking for another notebook to make. All right, a festive journal. So this is a journal to help holidays run smoothly and document memories, traditions, and family holidays. So again, it's just something to document, and it can be whatever holiday you wish. It could be more than one holiday. So page ideas are Thanksgiving traditions, Thanksgiving family recipes, your family Christmas history, Christmas recipes, bucket list Christmases, could be ones you've been on or want to go on, stories about your ornaments with photos, notes about Christmas decor, maybe do it yourself Christmas gift ideas with instructions, general holiday plan for each year, maybe a note about Christmas cards. You could keep your Christmas cards in here, or you could go look at the previous album about what to do with Archer and Olive junk journals. I do a whole separate journal on notebook on Christmas cards and Christmas letters from over the years. But you could put them right in this notebook if you wanted to. You could track gifts that you've given or received, document any interesting Christmas ideas that you've heard about, either from other people or other countries. All right. Maybe about gift giving or some kind of tradition that happens in another country every year. That one's kind of fun. You could track each Christmas year to year, so you could keep track of like who you were with, where it was, any new decor that you did for the year, new ornaments, memorable moments, any notes for next year, a to-do checklist, gifts, like who you gave gifts to, what gift you gave, did you send them, how much did it cost if you need to keep a track of money, any thank you notes, so a list of who gave you what, and then if you sent them a thank you note, and then maybe a number of Christmas cards you have sent. All right, so those are ideas of what could go in a holiday or festive notebook. All right, so let me just walk you through this one. Again, both of these notebooks, if I don't say it, it's probably an Archer and Olive notebook. Just love them. Nice quality. rarely have problems with them. This is I think this was a couple years ago, Heritage album. And so keep watch. Generally in the fall, they come up with a new like exclusive album for the or notebook for the year, and it's usually labeled Heritage. So this one happens to be a 10 by 10. But the new junk journals that Archer and Olive came out with would be good for this if you want to actually put recipes or lots of pictures in it or whatever. And I do have lots of pictures and recipes in here, or things cut out and put in here. But it's holding up really well. So, all right, festive journal. Festive journal, organizing and tracking Christmases. Started this a couple years ago. So things that are in my notebook here: Thanksgiving traditions, Thanksgiving recipes, some Christmas history, Christmas recipes, favorite Christmases, a bucket list of Christmases, like where I'd like to go, any history about ornaments, decorations, DIY gifts, ideas, and instructions, general plan for each year, getting prepped for Christmas, a word about Christmas cards. Oh, I can explain that one. And then tracking each Christmas starting in 2024. All right. So here's Thanksgiving traditions. Now this is fun. This is paper that I made. Coffee stained paper. If you're ever interested in knowing how to do that, let me know. I can give you a quick rundown on how to do that. Though I'm sure you can find tutorials online as well. All right. Again, these are fun notebooks to decorate, stickers and things. So Thanksgiving traditions, some recipes. Then I have Christmas history, like what it was like when I was growing up, what it was like when Shelby was growing up, and then like little traditions that are still going on. And anything that went along with those traditions are over here, like we make reindeer dust, bubble lights. The more recipes that were traditionally done at Christmas, grandma cookies, things like that. Favorite Christmases, all right. And I just did a brief, like the year and a little like where it was, all right. Some of my favorite Christmases. Bucket list Christmases, where I want to go. Like I said, Vienna, and I already did that. German Christmas markets, have done that. All mine seem to be travel related, really. Norway or Sweden. But I do have Christmas with my grandson when he's between 5 and 10 years old, because I think that's a magical time to be with kids at Christmas. So that's on my bucket list. Ornaments. So this is a fun place to add some pictures with your explanation of some of your ornaments. I have ornaments from when I was a kid. I have ones that, document past pets that have passed away, things my daughter made. I don't know, trips. Most of my ornaments seem to be trip related, so just a documentation about that, more about trips. And then as the years go on, like these are from the last couple years, and I'll just take a picture and put it in and then explain where it came from. Left blank pages for more years to come. I talk a little bit about decorating. I don't know about you, but my holiday decor has changed over the years. And sometimes I find things from other countries that I really enjoyed, and so they end up getting incorporated. I used to collect Santas, I used to collect snowmen, I used to collect reindeer, and then so that's documented in here somewhere, but just fun things that have been added through the years. Found these German Santas, which I really like, and they've become the decor. An old German windmill with the you'll have to look those up, but it's you light it and the windmill spins, and that's been in our family for a long time. These funky little mice. And then if I have anything that I think is really like a nice thing that I want to document, that's hard to see. That picture is like, and it's even hard to see that. But I got an arch while I was on a cruise doing Christmas markets, and I just documented that. And that's one of my new favorite pieces of decor. So that's what that is, decor. Documenting decor. All right. Then DIY gift ideas. All right, I'm always looking for DIY gift ideas. So anything that I've done through the years is in here with um, instructions, what to do, sachets, body scrub, candles and teacups, hot cocoa mix, that kind of stuff. Globe lights made out of balloons and paper mache. Those are fun. And then I left extra room for more ideas. Traditions from other countries. I swear I have more to add here, but I have the Scandinavian Christmas Eve idea where they give books to each other on Christmas Eve and then everybody reads, which I think is really cool. So I know I have more to add. I'm wondering where they are. So, but I love doing that. Then this is a general plan for getting ready for Christmas, usually about 12 weeks out. What am I doing? Going to craft shows and looking for unique items, asking for ideas, keep looking. This is probably keep looking. And then the first week of November, I order Christmas cards, make gifts, and so on and so forth. So it's just a schedule of what happens the 12 weeks before Christmas. When I bake, when I send things. A word about Christmas cards. I have always been a big Christmas card sender or a Christmas letter sender, and what I found is it's really gone down over the past few years, and I always wonder if it's worth it, but I have thought that, it just is my thing, and I'll just keep doing it, even though people don't send them out as much anymore. All right. And then here's where I start tracking every Christmas. So, and I've only done it 24, 25, and then so for 2 years so far. And again, I track who and where I was, who I was with and where I was, any new decor, any new ornaments with pictures, any memorable moments, notes for next year, like buy more batteries for my those battery operated candles. Just little notes like that to remind myself. Then I keep track. I have my little to-do list here. It's pretty much the same every year, and I just check it off as I do it. Thank you notes. Any gifts I get, I write them down and who gave it to me, and then I make sure I write thank you notes. And then gift checklist. I write down who I'm giving gifts to and what I gave them. And this is really helpful from year to year, actually. All right. Same thing with here. Who I was with, where I was, any new ornaments I put on the tree, memorable moments, any notes for next year, checklist, thank you notes, gift list, who and what, basically. And then if I mailed Christmas cards, you can see it's getting there. And then I decorate this every year, so I don't pre-decorate this one. All right, so the rest of this is blank, but I can get a lot of years in here. And that's pretty much it. So again, it's just a way to document your holidays. Could be, I do a little bit of Thanksgiving here, but mostly Christmas stuff. So recipes, traditions, gift ideas, gift lists, and things like that. But this is kind of, I like this notebook. It's kind of fun. All right, so do you have, what's your favorite family tradition? Let me know. And tell me if you think you would be interested in doing a holiday notebook. I just have creative memories on my brain. I did it for almost 20 years. These are notebooks. They're not photo albums. But, so, notebook. Are you interested in doing a holiday notebook? And tell me what one of your favorite tradition is for the holidays. All right. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you get to write today, and may you get to be creative today. Thanks so much for being here.